Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Erin, and today we're doing a video a few of you have actually asked me to do. So I have been kind of not putting it off, but I kind of just keep forgetting to do a video like this just because I didn't think a lot of people were interested in my foundation routine, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys basically everything I do in my eyeshadow videos off camera. So everything I do off camera, I'm gonna show you today. Just my typical everyday standard, I said that already. It's just my everyday standard routine, okay? It's just the one I always do, always, currently. I mean, it does change sometimes, but right now this is pretty much how it's been for the last 3-4 months. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys like this kind of video, but who knows? So before we get started, I'm going to start out telling you guys a little bit about my skin. One, I have very oily skin. I very rarely have dry patches or dry skin. My skin's naturally very oily. I just got a lot of oil. And I have acne. Right now it's pretty decent. I have a spot above my lip that's healing. I've got some scarring down here on my cheeks. When I zoom in, you guys will be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah, I do have scarring and acne and stuff like that. I do tend to gravitate towards the full coverage or medium coverage realm. I'm gonna tell you guys my 3 favorite foundations of all time right now. The first one, this is like my all-time favorite foundation. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I would use this, except it's basically empty. There's hardly anything in this, but it is one of my all-time favorite foundations. It has a little doe foot applicator. There is some foundation still in there, but I can see the bottom, so it's pretty much done. So I'm not going to be using this one today. I need to buy a replacement. Another one of my favorites is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation, which you would think I wouldn't like because I have oily skin, but I actually really love the way this looks on my skin. And then the one that I will probably be using today, because it's the one that I tend to use every day right now, is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It's mattifying and has a second skin effect. It's a little dropper. I remember this was like all the rage a few years ago and everyone was talking about it. I love it. I think it's really good. So yeah, those are the basics. I guess let's just zoom you in and I will start applying my foundation. I don't know what else to do in this kind of video, so yeah, we're just gonna get started. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in so you can kind of see my skin a little bit better. You can definitely see marks on my skin and the unevenness. There is the spot that I was telling you about. You can see the scarring down here and then on my cheeks. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys what it looks like before, so that way you guys have like a better understanding of what my skin looks like normally. This is how it always looks. Yeah, so there you go. Okay, I scooted you back just a little bit because that was a little too close for me. So we're gonna go right into foundation. I don't apply primer like ever. I do like the Milk Hydro Grip primer. I had a sample of that and I really liked that. But other than that, that's pretty much the only primer I've ever thought did anything for my skin. So I just don't use it because I just don't feel like it. So I'm just going to go in with the Catrice one and I'm just going to put some here, a little bit here, and a little bit there. It's kind of a lot because this is very full coverage. I'm going to apply it with a brush. I prefer using a brush for my foundation. This is the Love is the Foundation brush from It Cosmetics. It's very cute. It's got a heart-shaped little brush thing. Yeah, it's very cute. So I'm just gonna go in and start applying this. I also would say this is probably a really good match for me, I think, like color-wise. Sometimes foundations can be too orange on me, or they can be too pale, but I think this one's a pretty good match. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this on my eyelids as well, since I'm not doing makeup today. Or, well, I'm not doing eyeshadow today. I'm doing makeup, obviously. What am I putting on my face currently? But yeah, I also don't put anything on my forehead because of my bangs. It would just be a disaster. So I'm gonna take it down just a wee bit in case of foundation lines, you know. Standard stuff, guys. Standard stuff. Make sure to really get it in my nose creases. That's where I tend to get the most like collecting of foundation, and the most like patchiness, and the most like, I don't know, it just looks bad there. Okay, this is what it looks like on my skin. I think it looks really good. It does feel like a second skin, like it says. It's very lightweight, but super, super, super full coverage. Next, I'm gonna go in with concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I don't love this. It's fine, but I really, really like the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer. That stuff is probably one of my all-time favorites, but I'm out of it, so this is what I've been using because I got it in one of my last BoxyCharms, and I'm just trying to use it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll show you where I apply it. I tend to do it right here because that's where I have the most like darkness from scarring and stuff like that. Sometimes on my cheeks because my scarring will pop out, you know, scarring. Then I do my nose. I don't know why, I just do. And then my under eye. I probably apply way too much under my eye, but I don't really care. Since we're not doing eyeshadow, this is what I'm gonna do. This is it. So next, I'm going to take a sponge because I like blending out my concealer with a sponge. This is one of the ColourPop sponges. It just has like a little teardrop kind of shape, and then I'm just gonna pounce this onto my skin. This is pretty full coverage, I will say. It's a pretty decent concealer, but I don't know, there's something about it that I don't love, and I don't know if it's like the dry down I don't love. I don't know. I'm just gonna blend it everywhere. Time for the under eyes. I'm also gonna take some up on my eyelids. Voila, I look like I'm wearing a mask. My face looks very flat. Fun. So next is powder time. I do set my entire face because, like I said, I am very oily. I just have to set it or it's gonna slip and slide, it's gonna crease, it's gonna be really, really badly. So my current powder is the Milk Makeup Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder. And I think I like this. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't know. It's very confusing with me. I don't understand. I don't know if I like it or not. But it comes with this little like netted bit, and that's where the powder comes out. I really like the component, but I just don't know how I feel about the actual powder. I've been using it for like a while, but I just can't tell if I like it. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a different sponge. Yes, a different sponge. And I'm going to tap out the creases around my eye. I don't want to set them with the powder, so I'm going to tap out all the creases, and I know I look crazy, And then I'm going to take the powder and set it. I do find that I still crease with this powder and concealer, so I'm also going to set my nose because oil, you know, my forehead bit that I did put product on around my smile lines and my chin. And I'm just patting it in because I find it helps mattify better with the sponge. I don't know if I'm making that up, but that's just how I feel. I don't know. I could be making it up. Who knows? And as for my other face, as for my other parts of my face, I just take this giant fluffy brush. This is a Battington brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm. And I just take powder and do my cheeks where I brought the foundation down. Basically, I just set everywhere else with the brush because the other parts aren't as oily as the parts I set with the sponge and the powder. Those are the most oily parts of my face, and that's why I use the sponge, because I feel like it mattifies just a little bit better with a sponge than it does this brush. Okay, and next, one of my favorite products ever. This is the Alamar Cosmetics Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. This thing is freaking phenomenal. You can tell by how much I've used it. This is pretty much non-existent. I need another one. So basically, I just take this brightening brush from Alamar Cosmetics. I got it in a BoxyCharm. I'm going to take the Brighten shade. and I'm going to put this under my eye and on top of my eyelids. I don't usually put it on top of my eyelids, but, you know. Then I also take it and put it on my nose just a little bit and on my chin. Just like that. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I like the way it looks. So that's what I do. And now that my face is looking extremely flat, I'm going to take the Solterra shade from here and start bronzing my face. I'll probably just skip through this because I'm sure you guys know how to bronze your face. And then I'm going to take the Always Summer shade. It's darker. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and deepen up my bronzing area, my little cheek. Okay, just like that. Next is bronzer. I just did bronzer. Next is blush. The next thing I'm going to use is blush. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow blusher in the shade Pillow Talk. I'm pretty sure Charlotte Tilbury is not cruelty free anymore. So that's really upsetting because I actually really like this blush. It's really, really pretty. The middle shade is lighter and more like a highlight, and then the outside is like the blush. I just mix them together and apply. But yeah, I don't think they're cruelty free anymore, but I already have it and I've been using it up because I want to get rid of it if they're not cruelty free anymore, which is very upsetting. I'm pretty sure I heard that. That could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. I also blush my nose. You guys know that. I love blushing my nose. It's my favorite thing. And I put a little bit on my chin. Just like that. Yay, easy peasy. Next is time for highlighter. I don't actually know which one I want to use today, so let's go with Melt Cosmetics Stargazer highlight. Looks like this. It's very, very pretty. So I'm just going to take some, and by some I mean a lot because I like a lot of highlight, and just start putting it on my face. Excuse me, I'm filming a video. Please go away. I also do the nose, obviously. And my chin. And my Cupid's bow. Yes, I like everything to be very highlighted. Which is funny because as an oily person you would think I don't, but I do. So that's it for highlights, and that's pretty much all I do. So I'm going to put on some mascara and a lip. I will show you the mascara I use. I actually use two. I don't know why. I just do. I use the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara first. I do a layer of this. And then on top I put the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. I'm pretty sure this is their waterproof mascara. I do a coat of this first, then I second coat with this. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm just going to throw on a gloss because I don't feel like putting on a lipstick, and this is the last step. This is Opalescent Beauty's lip gloss in the shade Page. It's very pretty. Opalescent Beauty has one of my favorite lip gloss formulas ever, and it's just a really nice brownie nude shade. So I'm just going to pop some of this on. These glosses are so soft and plush and just delicious. I love it so much. I have a bunch of them. I need all of them because they are literally some of my favorites. So this is it. This is my foundation base routine. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see what my skin looks like now. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty dang, oh god, I think it looks pretty dang good for what it looked like before. Not that my skin really looked that badly before I applied all this makeup. I think my skin is actually pretty decent at the moment. Sometimes it's better than it is, sometimes it's worse than it is. It just depends. I get very bad hormonal acne. My acne pretty much stays around here. So it just depends on my skin's day, how it looks. But yeah, I think it looks pretty dang good before and after, if I do say so myself. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys did seem to want to know my base foundation routine of the sorts because I don't include it in my eyeshadow videos. I try to keep the focus just my eyeshadow, and the video would be so long if I did a full face on camera. It's just, it takes me way too long. I'm usually filming my eyeshadow videos for like an hour and a half. It just depends. So yeah, it does take me a while, so I just don't include my base makeup because I feel like it's pretty boring. But you guys seemed interested in it, so I decided to film a dedicated video for you guys to show you my steps and the products I use. I will hopefully link everything down below that I used, or at least a list of everything I used or mentioned. That way you guys can go down to the list in case you want to check out something that I mentioned. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment letting me know you enjoyed it. It helps me know what kind of content you guys like seeing from me. That way I can keep giving you guys that kind of content. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We can become friends and talk about makeup, books, movies, horror, all kinds of things. I do a lot on my channel, so hopefully there's something for everyone. And with that being said, I hope you guys are having a really great week, and I will see you on Friday for a book review Friday. Bye!